Yeah, I'm having so much fun meeting a lot of people.
Yeah, it's been a great day, right?
It is.
I mean, even with a little rain, it doesn't really dampen anybody's spirits.
No, so many people, lots of, vendors, and the food is good. I just had pizza.
For sure. Yeah, thanks for getting some pizza for us.
I know.
We appreciate that. She brought over a pizza box and said, hey, everybody, you can have some.
Yeah, it's been a day, so yeah, what a good neighbors for, right?
That's true. That is very true. Okay, we're back live from Hamden Fest at Hamden's Town Center Park. Every year, the Hamden Regional Chamber of Commerce puts on this amazing event, and we have live music out there. We've got amazing food trucks, lots of vendors, crafts, all of these things going on. There's activities for the kids, including a scavenger hunt. And then in the tent here, we're here with lots of really amazing organizations that are local to the area, and we have another guest for the podcast. So tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, hi. Wonderful to be here. This is a great event. I am a general pediatrician, and I work in a private practice with all pediatric trained providers. Our name is Children's Medical Group in Hamden. And so we are equipped to meet the needs of many different needs. We have breastfeeding specialists. We have 2 social workers for mental health. We have a certified specialist in asthma care. And I do, a lot of us do concussion care as well. We're open 7 days a week, and we've been serving Hamden since 1981.
Oh, wow. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you realize, but my kids used to be patients there at Children's Medical Group.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. We were very happy with the services and with the physicians there. And then my wife got hired at Yale, so we use Yale Health now. But,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah. Craig Summers started in 81. He had a vision, and we've slowly grown. And we're right off Washington Avenue, across from around Whitney Donut. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, how long have you been there?
So I've been there since 2015. Me and my wife, who's a pediatric hospitalist at Yale, moved here to do her training. I've been a private pediatrician since 2012. So coming up on 13 years, and we live in East Rock.
Yeah.
And we just love the area. We love being in Hamden, spending time in New Haven, of course, North Haven. This is just a great place to raise a family.
Yeah,
and,
for sure. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And now, how big of a staff do you guys have there?
So in terms of pediatric providers, we have 5 MDs. We have 4 advanced practitioners. And then we've got several staff. I would say total, we've got about 25.
Oh, wow.
And so in terms of between staff and providers. And so in that way, I think we strike a balance. We got different specialties, and that also allows us to live a balanced life, be able to provide care 7 days a week.
Right.
For example, one of our advanced providers is going off for a wedding. We said, don't worry, we got you for the next couple weeks.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you have enough support to kind of fill in the gap.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's great.
So it's been a pleasure working here, and all of us fall into like slightly different niches. So for me, for example, I'm realizing that the need for mental health is huge ever since COVID.
Yeah.
And so I've done a lot of education and research, and I try to walk families through those difficult times. Whether I saw someone earlier, 2-year-old, who was having some, more aggressive behaviors in daycare, and they said, "Is this a problem?" The daycare workers were saying it is a problem, and we worked through it, and it wasn't as serious as we hoped for, but tried to equip her with the necessary approach to work through those difficult situations.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think people would even think of that with their pediatrician to kind of to approach that or to look at that. Yeah,
so we as part of our just normal routine checkups, we want to make sure that we're addressing appropriate growth and development, and if we're not meeting those needs, then what are the things that we need to look out for? Do we need a specialist? Is it actually a problem? And how they feel about that situation and how we can better serve those needs. Yeah,
that's excellent. I know also, I think when we were there, the concussion protocol was something that we took advantage of, where you're able to kind of set a baseline for kids as they're going into playing sports and other things, so that if they do have a concussion, it can be treated properly.
Yep. So one of the things we utilize it's called impact study testing, and it's basically a cognitive test, how quick your memory is, how quick your recall is. So we occasionally will use that in certain situations like concussion. And then we follow the kind of the international guidelines in terms of how quickly can we get back to sports or activity. And so it's pretty protocolized in terms of whether you are in Pee Wee up until through the NFL. They should be following similar protocols.
Yeah.
So we're in line with that. And we see our fair share throughout the whole year.
I bet. That's probably something that's grown a bit over the years.
Yes, awareness, which is good.
Yeah, right.
We have those, sometimes we have to go through difficult discussions like, I know you're missing maybe the second to last game. We want to get you to your senior game or your prom. We try to be mindful, but safety first.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Now, if people are interested in utilizing your services, where do they find you? What do they do?
Yep. So if you guys are interested, you can go to cmg-hamden.com. That's our website. If you want to know maybe a flavor of how we do operate things, I'd invite you to go on Google Reviews. It gives you an idea of like what people think of us. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else. Those are the main things. Our number is 203-288-4288, so you can always just give us a call. We are taking new patients. Pretty much all insurances are covered.
Great.
So feel free to reach out to us. I'm Dr. Johnny Liu. You could reference me as well anytime. Happy to see you guys.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
I appreciate the time. It's a great event. If you guys have a chance to come out to Hamden Fest whenever you can,
Yeah. So have you walked around at all? Have you had a chance to check out any of the vendors?
Yeah, I've met some people. Talk to someone about eye care, and maybe my doctor does the contacts but doesn't do the eyeglass. So I've met some people. It's good to be out here.
Awesome. Great. Well, hopefully there's more people coming. It is only about 20 after 1, so we still have a few hours left. So if you're in the area of Hamden, Connecticut, we encourage you to come down and join us. A lot of great people to talk to, a lot of great food and entertainment. So join us at Hamden Town Center Park. And Johnny, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much, Dave.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Have a good day. Welcome to Sounds of Health, live from Hamden Fest. The weather's getting better out here and the crowd is getting larger. We've got some really great entertainment happening on the stage now too, and we have another guest for the podcast. So please tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Rebekah Fraser, and I do a lot of things, but I am putting together an event. It's happening on October 11th at Bergamo's Community Theater in Fairhaven. It's called Trash to Fashion, and it's a workshop and a ball. So we start out by learning. Well, I'll be teaching. You'll be learning. And we also have other fashion designers and a stylist from Saks there to also a costume designer there to help teach you how to make fashion from trash and upcycled fabrics. And it's a no-sew workshop, so we'll be like using pins and tape, and you can only do so much in 90 minutes.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
It's like, so there's no pressure on perfection.
That's a good thing,
right? Yeah, we just get to learn and play and explore and practice, and then at the end of the 90 minutes, we put on these wild outfits that we just made, no matter how they look, and we dance and celebrate. And
that's great.
It's meant to be a really fun community event. We've got DJ Julio providing the music. We have a photo booth from Lotta Studio, which are based in Westville. If you don't know them, you should totally look them up.
What are they? What's the name?
They're it's Lotta, Lotta.
Yeah.
Miss Dina Hanscom is the founder, and they have been providing incredible photo booths for like the Wadsworth Athenaeum and the Yale Gallery of Art.
That's great.
Yeah, so they're going to do a zero waste photo booth for us because this whole event is zero waste. We also have zero waste catering with rescued food from Haven's Harvest. And Peels and Wheels composting will be taking away any of the food that is not eaten and or partially eaten, can't be saved.
Sure.
And then this I love. So Goodwill of Southern New England is donating glassware so that the only plastic cups and bottles you will see at our event will be on people's outfits.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Now, what brought you to come up with this type of event? Like, what's the actual, like, origin of this?
So I actually created an event similar to this.
Yeah.
More than 10 years ago when I lived in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I was on my cultural council then. We had some extra funds. I had been making trash fashion since 2007 and just had this idea in my head that it would be so fun to have a ball. And so when our cultural council had extra funds and said, what do we do with them? I was like, what do you think about having a ball? And they were crazy enough to say yes.
Yeah.
We ran that event for 3 years. We drew people from 6 towns from throughout central Massachusetts. And it was great. You saw people in rather glamorous outfits and
Really?
then in completely ridiculous outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it was just so fun to see the variation and the creativity. And some people would come already dressed, which you are welcome to do at our event in October. Like if you don't want to come to the workshop, but you just want to come for the ball,
Yeah.
do it. You can also come not in trash fashion. That's fine, but it's kind of more fun if you do. But yeah, so people would come, some already dressed in these amazing things. This one family, the mom had made a little suit for her toddler from a tarp.
Oh, that's cute.
And his dad had a matching suit. And then, actually, I don't even remember her dress. I remember it being beautiful, but the tarp matching suits was kind of, we kept so we didn't teach people how to do it. We just had materials.
Oh, wow.
And said, have fun.
And they just did it.
And here's a dressing area so you can change. And they just did it.
Wow.
And people would go back all night long and add to their outfit or change something. And it was the teenagers stayed late every year to help clean up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which to me says something about the power of giving people the space and the freedom to create without the pressure on doing it a certain way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's great. So with the workshop, you're actually going to teach them how to do these things?
Yeah.
And how do you even do something like that? Are you just showing examples of what you can do?
Well, there will be examples. There's also a lot of it is about learning to see things differently.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it starts, is like holding up items like, okay, well, here's a bottle cap.
Yeah.
What else could this be? Right?
Right.
So like I just helped someone make a waistcoat, like a vest,
Yeah.
from window screen, a Target bag, and the bottle caps became the buttons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? So like that's one thing. Or they could be part of a necklace or so it's a lot of like just showing people like this is what we know this is.
Right.
But what else could it be?
Okay.
Or what could it be if we're willing to dismantle it?
Yeah.
Like my earring that I'm wearing now, I had a computer keyboard that died and I didn't want to just throw it in the trash. So I took off all the keys and I'm making jewelry with them.
That's really funny. That's great.
Yeah. So it's a lot about, how to see things but we'll have some basic templates there. Like if you want to make a t-shirt, like this is the shape you need to cut,
Gotcha.
From this fabric. It's a no-sew workshop.
Right.
So that's in some senses, that's a little trickier, but it means anyone can come. So it's not just for people who know how to sew.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyone can come. We'll use safety pins. We'll use some duct tape. I'm right now scouring the earth for the eco-friendliest duct tape I can find.
Okay.
These are my obsessions.
That's great.
Duct tape that doesn't have all the plastic in it.
Right.
Fabric tape also works, double-sided fabric tape.
Sure.
So that, the outfits will hold together for the event. And then if someone has made something that they really want to sew, then that can be done later, and if we succeed at this event, we'd like to have more events with like a broader offering of workshops, including
that sounds great.
how to sew.
That's awesome.
So,
do you have a specific item that you've made in the past that's like a favorite of yours?
Well, I really love the skirt that I wore to the Yale Innovation Summit a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that is The top is from an old pair of jeans that had so many holes. They were just irreparable.
Yeah.
And then the lower part of it is a white tablecloth and then a purple sheer table runner around the bottom.
Okay.
And then I adorned it with a broken car mirror that I found on the street and, of course, sterilized. A bicycle reflector that I found on the street. And then I made confetti from credit cards. So just like using a hole punch to make little circles.
Yeah.
And I glued that all on. And then for the belt, I took an old, what do you call it? A charging cord for a cell phone that was no longer working.
Yeah.
And I kind of, looped that around and made a cool pattern with it. And then that wouldn't go all the way around, so I had to add. And what I did was I took the earbud cords, and there was a black one and a white one.
Yeah.
So it was really cool because I was able to macrame it, and it just has like a cool pattern.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but then the little earbuds are like hanging off out of the belt loop, right?
Okay.
So it's not a functional belt, like it's not holding up the skirt. It's a decorative one.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorites. And also right now, I'm making a dress from credit cards and like AAA cards and old gift cards. I've literally been saving these things for more than 10 years to make this dress.
That's awesome. Well, it's nice to see that someone's trash can be another person's treasure, right?
Yeah.
That you can reuse and recycle, upcycle.
That's right. And actually, speaking of someone's trash being another person's treasure, if you or listener have any like old gift cards, plastic gift cards, or old membership cards you want to get rid of, you can actually mail them to me at Upcycled Mobiles at 909 Whaley Avenue in Westville.
Okay, so this is something you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually not. That's my friend's studio.
Okay.
But he's agreed to be the recipient of all of these credit cards.
Fair enough. That's awesome. Well, tell us before I let you go. Tell us again when the event is and what it's called.
Yeah, so it's October 11th, and it's called Trash to Fashion.
Okay.
And you can learn more at Trash to Fashion, and it's the word to T-O.
Okay.
Trash2fashion.substack.com.
Okay. Well, everybody go out and check that information out. This sounds like a really unique and fun event. So thank you for being on Sounds of Health.
Thank you so much for inviting me, David.
Of course.
Great to chat.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the day.
You too.
Thank you, everyone out there. Continue to share the stream, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We love hearing from you. And if you are in the area of Hamden, Connecticut, be sure to get out here. We still have a few hours left. There's going to be some more entertainment on the stage and lots of great food. So join us at Hamden Town Center Park. All right, welcome back to Hamden Fest and Sounds of Health. We're streaming live today all day from Hamden Fest at Hamden Town Center Park. And we have a new guest here on the podcast. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Hayrullah, and I own a stone fabrication business in Hamden.
Fantastic. So, Hayrullah, I was walking around earlier, and all of a sudden I'm walking down that aisle, and I see a guitar-shaped stone piece that was really cool looking, and that's why I came over to say hello. Tell me a little bit about that.
So it's a fully digital shop. We have a water jet. We use a machine called Fusion. It's from Park Industries. It's a US-based company that makes all their machines in Minnesota. And all the straight cuts, it pretty much does with the blade, and anything with the radius or curves, the water jet goes into effect.
Oh, that's so cool. So you can kind of customize the shape and everything?
Pretty much, you can cut any sort of radius or shapes you want with the water jet, yes.
Very cool. Now, how long have you guys been around for?
We moved into the building September of 23, and took us about 3 months to set everything up, so we've been in business since November of 23.
Oh, okay, so pretty new.
New and not new. I feel like I aged 10 years.
What, as a business owner?
Yes.
Yeah, that does happen, unfortunately. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing to own your own business. Are you here in Hamden?
No, I live in Trumbull, but I actually went to North Haven High, so I'm familiar with this area.
Gotcha. And where's the business?
It is off Sherman Ave. It actually used to be the old Counterweight Brewery building.
Oh, yeah.
On
Sure. So you
Bradshaw
took
Park.
that building over.
Yep, I took that over, and I got really lucky because the brewery put in drainage for me, which I desperately needed.
Fantastic. Do they leave any of the taps?
No, but everybody asks me if there's any beer when they come in.
Well, even did they leave one of the bars or no? Was there any bar in there?
They left a 19-foot bar upstairs in their tasting room. I actually went to their new location and asked the owner if he wanted it back, and he said, no, that's fine. So
oh, wow. That's great.
I got rid of it.
We were just there yesterday, actually, at their new location in Cheshire.
Yeah, it's a really nice big facility. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about your company and the products that you offer.
So everything is indoors. We stock over 40 different slabs, quartz, quartzites, marbles, granites, tons of remnants for anything that's smaller projects. You know, if you just need a 36-inch vanity top, we have tons of colors to choose from. You can come in, make selections. We'd give you a quote, and then we would come out and measure your surface area with a laser. We would send you your digital layout. We use a software called Slabsmith. Once that's been approved, we put it on the table, create a CAD file for it, click start, and cuts everything out, and then polish and install.
That's awesome. So it's all countertops?
All countertops, yes.
Okay.
We've done some fireplaces. We've done some shower surrounds. We've been doing a lot of outdoor kitchens lately, but 90% of our work is probably kitchen countertops.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. So how do people find you if they're interested?
We have an Instagram, StoneLabCT. We have a website, stonelabct.com, and we're on Facebook, and we're on Google also.
Okay, so you're everywhere.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
my wife does a great job, so shout out to her with all the social media stuff.
Good man. So tell me a little bit about your background. Like, what got you to doing this type of work?
I graduated from University of Bridgeport with an international relations degree. I had no idea what I wanted to do, completely lost. And a friend of mine in college, his uncle actually owned the shop down in Virginia.
Okay.
Said, hey, they're looking for project managers. Go down there, see if you like it, see if it's something you'd be willing to do. Went down there. They tried me out for 2 weeks. I ended up falling in love with the job, and they made me an offer. I moved down there the week after that. I did that for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Then I moved back up here, and I worked for a distribution company that sold, full slabs to fabricators.
That's awesome.
So I did that for another 3 years, and then I said, you know what, this is something I really wanted to do. Put a business plan together, talked to a few people, found the location, and got the ball rolling.
That's fantastic. I love that story. That's really great.
Yeah.
So you love what you do?
I do love what I do. It's very, very stressful.
Yeah.
But I love what I do, yes. It's got a lot of its ups and downs.
I'm sure. Yes. As any business owner will tell you. I mean, it's funny. I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in. Everybody's facing the same challenges.
Absolutely. And looking at it from the outside, it looks so easy.
Yeah.
People say, oh, I can do that. There's nothing to it. But there's so much going on behind the scenes that nobody even sees or hears about unless you're in the business.
Sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, be sure to lean on your local chamber and on the community around you, because that is one of the things that's highlighted as an event like this, is just how strong the local business community can be. And the Hamden Regional Chamber of Commerce does a great job.
Absolutely. I actually spoke to someone about 30 minutes ago regarding that, so we might sign up for it this year.
Awesome. That's great. Well, I appreciate you coming over and talking to us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. We'll definitely share your information. And if you are here, you got to go check out his table, because he's got this guitar-shaped slab on the table. It just looks so cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And everybody keep listening and sharing. We'll be back with our next guest soon. Thanks. And we're back at Hamden Fest. We were going to push that towards you?
Sure.
All right, and we have another guest here. So we have so many people here in the community out here talking about what they do and what they offer. So tell us who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. I'm the newest neighbor here in Hamden and North Haven. My name is Mfon Ogbebor. I'm a State Farm agent at the North Haven community. Happy to be in Hamden Fest. Yeah, I'm having so much fun meeting a lot of people.
Yeah, it's been a great day, right?
It is.
I mean, even with a little rain, it doesn't really dampen anybody's spirits.
No. So many people, lots of, vendors, and the food is good. I just had pizza.
For sure. Yeah, thanks for getting some pizza for us.
I know.
We appreciate that. She brought over a pizza box and said, hey, everybody, you can have some.
Yeah, it's been a day, so yeah. What a good neighbor's for, right?
That's true. That is very true. Now, you and I met through the chamber, through the Alliance networking group, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how has that been for you so far?
good. It's been amazing. I think it's opened doors for me. I'm getting to know people. I'm originally from Rhode Island. I don't know if I mentioned that. And, just coming here and not knowing anyone, getting introduced to the chambers of commerce, meeting Nancy, Karen, just getting introduced to everyone. I feel very welcome, I would say that. Never thought that, Connecticut was somewhere I'll see myself being in, especially if you're from Rhode Island. But pretty much I'm enjoying every bit of the experience.
That's great. That's good to know. I think when I talk to a lot of people, nobody really considers Connecticut as the place where they want to go and end up. But to be honest with you, it's such a great state. I was born and raised here and really love it. And there's so much that we have to offer.
It is. It is. Very nice people. Lots to do, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Rhode Island is like very coastal, so I was concerned, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to go to the beach, but I've been able to do a lot of cycling, running, I enjoy that, so I guess.
And we've got beaches. There are beaches.
I know.
Might not be quite the same, but that's all right.
Yes.
So that's great. We're competing with some of the live music too, which I don't know if you guys can hear it over our mics, but there's a band playing now. They're doing a great job, and lots of people walking around. So tell us a little bit about what you do with State Farm, what you offer.
Absolutely. So at State Farm, we are very different. So we're not a traditional insurance agency.
Okay.
I work differently. So I help my customers protecting assets that matters to them, whether it's your car, your house, your life, your children, your family. And I also do investing, like retirement planning, education planning. I also do help people with supplemental health insurance and also disability as well. So we're more of my agency is more of that financial destination for customers just coming in and wanting to understand both insurance and then also taking that step further to investing in their long-term goals.
Yeah, well, that's great. And where is your office? It's in North Haven, right?
Yes, so you can find me at 127 Washington Avenue, Suite 1, first floor in North Haven.
Awesome.
Just right next to McDonald's drive-thru.
Okay, well, that's easy to find.
Easy to find.
All right, great.
All right.
Well, thank you for being on the podcast and introducing yourself to our audience.
Thank you. It's my first experience, so I'm excited.
Well, you did a great job, and we appreciate you being here. Thank all of you out there for listening and sharing. Please continue to comment and share and subscribe to Sounds of Health. We'll be live streaming for the next hour and a half. It's about 2:30 now. This goes until 4 o'clock. So if you are in the Hamden area, be sure to come out to Hamden Town Center Park. There's a great pizza truck. There's a lot of really great food out here and a lot of vendors and businesses to talk to with some live music going on. So thank you all for being here. We'll be back. And we're back live streaming from Hamden Fest on this beautiful day. Little bit of rain, little cool, but not too bad, right? Yeah. I mean, it's been a great day, actually. The crowd wasn't as big as we've experienced in the past, but still a pretty steady flow. Did you just get here?
No, I was actually photographing Dan for IVCG. So
Oh,
I've been
fantastic.
Here since like 12:35.
Nice. I think Dan's coming on next. So
nice.
he just
I
told
heard
me he was on his
Rebekah
way.
was on.
Rebekah was on. Yep.
I met her today, and she was like, "Dave's going live," and I was like, "Dan, you definitely need to do that."
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Dan's actually our most common guest at this point. I think this would be his 4th time on.
Oh, wow.
So not today,
I need
but
to come on. I need to definitely
you definitely
come
do.
on.
So nobody knows who you are. Why don't you tell them who you are and what you do?
Okay, I am Alicia. I am the owner of Alicia Watley Photography, and I forget that you are actually using the camera.
Oh, yeah. You didn't realize you're on camera? Sorry.
No, I did. I remember last year. No, you're fine.
Okay.
And I do a little bit of everything. I do women empowerment, tween empowerment. We do weddings, business portraits, personal branding, and you can kind of think of me as an interior designer more than a photographer too. Like, I help people get artwork in their home, whether it's a gallery wrap canvas, metal prints, a custom album. Shout out to the Remberts. Tamu is actually my wing woman for these accordion books that I made for them.
Yeah.
And I actually have them sometimes, but I have to run and get hers, and I'll show you what it is. And they're just artwork of people. Like, you have this Sounds of Health. Like, I feel that artwork is absolutely important to what we do in our lives, and it helps like our children have a sense of belonging, and even in us, having to know that we have a family that we belong to is super important. That inclusivity, and just being there for your loved ones. Artwork really, really helps. So I love all of that. And she's my wing woman. And I was actually just speaking to Robin from Atria, and she was like, I saw what you did for them. Oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah, I really don't get to market myself sometimes. Yeah. Because I'm always in a mode of, here and there. Like, I'm always at events. I'm always this. Right. But yeah, we do artwork. We absolutely love it. Photographing your family, photographing an event, high school seniors, graduation. We just added on our photo booth last year. I don't talk about that much either.
That's right. You had that actually at the IVCG Gala, right?
Yep. And I was actually here last year with it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just donate the time. Here you go. Take a photo. And it was absolutely fun. Kids really love it. They love like being immersed. And we use wearable props. So it's like pirate patches, pirate hooks, cowboy hats, boas, the list goes on.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, instead of like a stick and a sign, I'm all for fun, all for loving, because we need more of those times. We need to schedule more joy. Yeah. We need to have more fun and just live life. Like you can't bring your stress or worries with you when you pass away. So it's like live life to the absolute fullest.
Right. Now you have a studio in Hamden, right?
Yes. Yep, right in Hamden. And we've been there for a year, and it's absolutely wonderful. We just got done with Pooch Playoffs. That was the fundraiser that we did for the Hamden Animal Gift Shelter Fund. We do a lot of different things.
Yeah, you definitely do. So Alicia, really, on top of being an excellent photographer, you do these events that are really unique, like Pooch Playoffs and some of the tween empowerment events that you do, right?
Yep, Empower Me.
Yeah, so how do people find out about these things? How do they find you?
You can follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram. You can visit our website, AliciaWatleyPhotography.com. You can always give me a phone call. Email us, info@AliciaWatleyPhotography.com.
Awesome. Do you have anything coming up recent, like pretty soon, or?
No, I think I'm relaxing for the summer.
Okay, well that's probably a good plan.
We'll pick back up in fall.
Okay, great. So everybody go check out Alicia Watley Photography. She's got a studio in Hamden. You're also a part of the Hamden Chamber, right?
Yep.
Are you still
Nutmeg Alliance with the Mid-State Chamber of Commerce? Yep. Right.
Okay. So are you an ambassador, or?
Yeah, I'm a chamber ambassador. I'm co-chair for the Women in Business Luncheon that Hamden has every fourth Thursday from like 11:45 to 1. We have a special guest speaker. A woman comes, and we've talked about, February was Heart Health Wellness Month, and how the symptoms for women and men are different. We talked about, what to expect, what you can do. We've had fitness instructors come, like if you're sitting in an office, simple movements you can do, like even 5 minutes in a day, staying hydrated, so that way you're getting up more, you're moving. A lot of different things.
Right.
We have Sarah coming up, and she's got a graphic designer. She's going to come talk to us about, color theory. Not many people really know about that in your brand, like certain colors work for you, and identifying what you want your clients or your customers to feel. Certain colors bring out that emotion.
That's interesting.
So we have a wide variety of themes, and a wonderful women speakers come talk with that as well.
That's great. Well, I know you're here enjoying the day with your family, so I won't take up more of your time. But thanks for coming by and saying hello.
Definitely.
And for saying hello to our audience, of course. And we'll get you on a full episode soon.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, guys. If you are in Hamden, Connecticut, or in the area, come down to Hamden Town Center Park and join us at Hamden Fest. We still have just close to an hour until we wrap up. So great day, and thank you for listening, and please continue to share the sounds of health.
And don't let the rain scare you away.
Absolutely. And we're back with our next guest, Dan Camenga of IVCG. If you are a regular listener to the podcast, I would say Dan's probably our most regular guest. I think this would make your fourth appearance, possibly.
I love it. Let's do it.
2 years at Hamden Fest. One episode that was dedicated with just you, and then you brought on another person recently.
That's right. Hey, maybe it's just the beginning.
Yeah, it definitely is the beginning.
If you have patience.
Well, when you talk about a podcast that highlights ways that people can get healthy, then you and IVCG are an organization we want to highlight, right?
I would hope so, right? I'm all for it. But there's a lot of people that are doing some great work. And, Dave, I was just thinking earlier today, talking to some people out here, We've met some good people. We've met some potential new volunteers.
Great.
And the impact that just a single person can make. I mean, we think about the collective impact of an organization like IVCG, but my goodness, I mean, an individual can make a tremendous impact, and most of that is invisible. You don't see it. You look at our Experience Corps program. Right? Literacy. You have an adult, an older American tutoring a young person. It's amazing.
It is, and it works both ways.
Yeah.
That's right. In case people are listening that haven't heard you before, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and IVCG?
Yeah, of course. So, Dan, I'm the director of IVCG, and it's an amazing organization now. 41 years in community service. We're a nonprofit, non-religious organization, but we came from a congregational commitment and a tradition of caring. So the idea was neighbors helping neighbors. Again, 41 years in service. IVCG focuses on elevating wellness, but with seniors at the heart of that. Of course, other people benefit. When we help our seniors, we help everybody. We help our neighbors, younger people, adult children that are trying to get to work but worrying about their adult parent, their older parent. Of course, the younger people. A lot of seniors can actually be great allies for younger people, keep an eye on their neighborhood, but also share their experience, their wisdom. So, you do look at that multiplier effect. So IVCG right now holds 6 programs in community service. I'm wearing the red today for Experience Corps. We have an Experience Corps booth here set up. And we're looking for 30 additional volunteer tutors in order to be in every single, if we can be, we'd love to be in every single elementary school in Hamden next school year, in addition to some New Haven locations.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So those volunteers are to help kids with reading.
Yeah, these are folks that are, it's a dedication. It's a real commitment because those tutors will be paired with a young person for the entire school year. And they'll be working every week, twice a week, half-hour sessions. We provide the training, structured sessions, and they'll help bring their fluency up to grade level. It's so critical, especially before they hit the 4th grade.
Yeah.
We really need those reading skills. But they'll also develop those social emotional learning skills. And what better way? Some of these young people might not have easy, contact with an older American, an older grandparent. Maybe they don't have a grandparent around.
Yeah.
So those kind of relationships are really important.
Yeah, so beneficial for the younger generation to connect with the older generation for so many different reasons.
Well, and you just said earlier, right, the duality of care. It's this idea of the two-way street. For our volunteer tutors, what a joy and what a value there is to know that dignity, the dignity in service. So often, we say, hey, we need a little help as we get older. We need maybe a little extra assistance. Yeah, that's okay, right? But there's still a lot of value in our older generation. And so we bring them into service, and folks can really feel that firsthand.
Yeah, there's a common theme, I think, on our podcast with a lot of our guests talking about the older generation, and not, as you start to require some assistance or some care, you still can be productive. You can still have value in society and in your family and in your community. And I think that's an important thing to understand.
Well, and sometimes in new ways, right?
Exactly.
In new ways,
right.
And that can be fun too.
Yeah.
And it's, uncovering, maybe a new passion or something that you've been putting off for a long time. This is the time to do it.
Absolutely. So IVCG, if people want to learn more about all of the programs, where do they go?
carenewhaven.org is our main webpage. We actually now have 3 domains. We're just in the beginning phases for that Experience Corps of ECGNH. So Experience Corps Greater New Haven, ECGNH.org. If somebody's interested in helping us write content or web development, reach out. We can have volunteers be a part of this in a lot of different ways. But carenewhaven.org is a central hub for all the things that we do.
That's great. And I know the biggest need for an organization like IVCG is in community and volunteers and support.
That's right. Yeah. Time, treasure, and talent. right?
Yeah.
And that treasure piece is certainly important, especially today. As we look ahead, there's a lot of uncertainty around some of the funding that is coming. And quite frankly, we're here trying to make things work and keep that story going. So whether folks want to give $5 or $5,000, it all makes a difference.
For sure. Yeah. It goes to strengthen the community. It goes right to the programs that are making a difference in people's lives.
Yeah. I mean, you can actually have a conversation with us today and be a volunteer on Monday. I mean,
right.
You worried about the community, you want to make an impact. We got a way to do that. Let's get it going.
Yeah, there's so many ways to get involved and to make a positive difference.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
and just spread the word like you're doing,
We're trying. We're
talk
trying
to people. Get out there. So thank you for doing what you're doing.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we're all about it. We got to spread the sounds of health far and wide.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we love it. And we've been sharing. I had a conversation with someone actually who came over earlier and discovered it, and she loves it. She's
That's great. I know the guys that are working with me today asked me, how many people have you talked to today? And I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I'm here on the mic, I'm like, it's all a blur right now.
Yeah.
So
I started the day trying to keep count, and I said,
it's impossible.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just have a good time.
Dan, thanks for coming by. We appreciate always you being on the podcast, being a supporter of what we're doing. And, of course, we support IVCG and encourage people to get involved. Yes. Go to carenewhaven.org, learn about all of these amazing things, and get involved. Get involved in your community.
That's right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Be well.
Right. We'll be back.
Almost as close, so you're going to kiss it or something, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. We are back at Hamden Fest, streaming live from Hamden Town Center Park, and we have some more guests here. Why don't you guys tell us who you are and what you do?
Hi, we're Winfred and Tamu Rembert. We're with Nima's Fine Art. We are art on leather company. We do leather on art with bracelets and canvases, and we're actually preserving the legacy of my late father-in-law, Winfred Rembert Sr.
Winfred Rembert Jr., artist, folk artist, very similar to my dad, doing folk art on leather.
Awesome. So when you say you're with your father's art, so tell me more about how you're doing that. What is it that you're doing?
It's art on leather.
Hey, just pull that mic up.
Okay. He did art on leather.
Yeah.
As I was growing up, of his time in the rural South. I didn't have those same experiences growing up in Jim Crow South. So I do a lot of some of the stuff that he did on leather. Some of the artwork he's done. He was on the chain gang for a couple of years. So I do cotton fields and that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That's great.
I'm planning on having my first art show this time next year. So.
Amazing. Do you have a studio?
No, I work out of my home.
Okay.
I work out of my home. I'm here along with my wife, Tamu, so she helps me out with some of the projects.
That's great. So tell me a little bit more, like how do people learn about you and see the work that you're doing?
We have a website, winfredrembert.com. We're also on Facebook, and we're also on Instagram. Where a lot of the things we do are event-based. We did a lot with Wesleyan University this year. As Winfred said, we're going to be speaking at Quinnipiac University in October. We do art workshops for schools and universities. We also recently spoke at Middletown High School and did a lecture there for their juniors and seniors.
And what type of a lecture do you do? What kind of content are you sharing?
It depends on what the audience is.
Yeah.
In California last year, I did something for some inner city youth called Being Unique is a Gift, where I try to get inner city kids to unlock more of their potential.
There you go. You got that good voice too.
that unlocks their potential. The talk I'm doing at Quinnipiac on October 9th of this year will be probably called Nobody's Child, of my dad growing up as an orphan in Cuthbert, Georgia. So I'll be talking a little bit about that and my parents' marriage and how my parents were able to stay together throughout all the decades from the 60s when they first met all the way up until his last breath with his wife in his home in New Haven.
Wow, yeah.
So they have quite a story. He has a book out, a Pulitzer Prize winning book that he won in 2021. He wasn't alive to get it, so me and my mother went there in his honor to receive the award.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So you take that story and turn it into a presentation?
Yes, I take that story and turn it into a presentation. I mean, when he was telling it, it was very rough because he had gone through it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people ask, okay, now that he's passed, what does the family look like? What does his legacy looks like? And and the future is bright for my family. I just became a grandfather a month ago.
Oh, wow.
We became
Congratulations.
grandparents a month ago. So
That's amazing.
yeah, so it's it's the first relative after he's passed.
Wow.
So so it's so to be able to tell this story that he went from an orphan to have all his family.
Yeah.
To have all he's had 8 brothers and 8 siblings. So
Okay.
yeah, quite a large family. And Hauserwerth, an international art company, showcases his work all over the world. When he died, he was just a national artist.
Oh, wow.
And now he's an international artist.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we're very happy to continue on his legacy and get his pictures and art in front of new faces. So I'm happy to be down here, Nancy and Karen from the Hamden Chamber of Commerce, to give us an opportunity to come down here and continue on his legacy.
That's really amazing. Yeah, I know that we had met initially at a chamber event, and we've been talking chamber all day and the importance of it and how great it is.
Yeah, I know I'm quiet, and then I have to kind of get.
You gotta force yourself out there.
Yeah, force yourself out.
So the stuff that you're doing though, this is like an amazing family business, right? And so you're managing his collection of art that he created throughout his lifetime.
Yes,
that, and also my husband and I do our own artwork as well.
Okay, so you're adding to it.
We've added to it, exactly. We manage his art pieces, and then my husband also do pieces, and now I've also started to do pieces. I do bracelets and canvases on small art pieces. And actually, I'm doing a art workshop at Etria Living Center next month for the seniors there.
Yeah.
So he does the art on canvas, and then I paint it. So it's a family business. Our daughters are also artists as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's like we're taking his legacy and we're just expanding it and building on it.
That's amazing. I love that.
And then there's 2 documentaries out on his life that he did when he was alive. So a lot of times we'll go to the schools and universities and present the 20-minute documentary, and then we'll speak on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy
and
cow.
answer questions. So we kind of do a lot of things.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. And we're starting a 3rd documentary this summer. We start filming this summer.
About his life?
About his life continuing on.
Okay.
And us as a family continuing on his legacy.
That's excellent.
So trying to get a street renamed after him in his hometown of Cuthbert, Georgia.
Very
So
cool.
we're going to start there, then come back up here and show what we're doing here in Hamden and continue on his legacy.
Now, what brought you to Hamden?
We wanted to get out. I don't want to say it ourselves, but we wanted to get out of New Haven.
Okay, all right.
I just wanted to get out of New Haven. So, we saw a home here, and we just decided to plant our roots here.
Gotcha.
So, and we're happy with the year and a half we've been here.
That's great.
It's been very good to us.
Good. That's good to hear. Now, if people want to learn more about you and the work you're doing, where do they go?
WinfredRembert.com, if I'm right about
or
that.
info@rembertestate.com.
Okay, spell that for me.
INFO, info@Rembert, REM as in Mary, B as in boy, ERT. info@rembertestate.com.
Got it.
Or look up winfredrembert.com.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys for coming over and saying hello.
Yeah, thank you.
This is, it's so unique to have somebody in the arts has a business like you have. I don't think I've ever met anybody that is doing what you're doing. So it's really cool to learn about.
Thank you.
It's been quite a journey. But thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And we will talk again. And thank you all out there for listening. It does seem like we're wrapping up very soon with Hamden Fest. So thank you for listening today. I'm going to come back to wrap things up in just a bit, but I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, that was cool.
And we're back, streaming live from Hamden Fest in Hamden, Connecticut at the Hamden Town Center Park. As you can see behind us, we are just wrapping up. So this has been a really great day of a lot of people coming through, a lot of businesses and vendors, good food, and a great community event.
And it really is the dedication of the community here to come out when it's kind of not the best weather. Despite the drizzle, we had a lot of businesses here, a lot of people coming out to support those businesses, and it was very successful. Yeah,
and we want to thank the Hamden Regional Chamber of Commerce and Nancy Dudchick and her entire staff who put on this event, make it such a great time. They also really are thoughtful about everything. Today, when the weather was starting to kind of go the way it was going, they made sure that the sides were put up on this tent so all the vendors were able to continue operating in a way and be able to stay dry. So thank you all for that. We appreciate all of that support, and be sure, all of you out there, to support your local chambers.
Yep. One final thank to Brian and Pam over at WOW Radio. We couldn't get them on the podcast; they were pulled in many different directions today, but we're going to hopefully hop onto WOW Radio soon. Again, now that they're live on air.
Yep. Thank you to the legendary Brian Smith and Pam Landry from WOW Radio. We do hope to be back on their show, and hope that Brian enjoyed his birthday just yesterday.
And if everyone's watching the stream or the Facebook feed, please be sure to like or share the businesses that we've had on and tag them. We're going to chop this up and make an episode to be re-released within a few months to support those local businesses again. So thank you.
And if you're just finding us today through this event, be sure to find us on any of the apps where you listen to podcasts, on YouTube or on Facebook. And be sure to subscribe, share, like, leave a review. Sounds of Health comes to you every week, and our goal is to highlight people, stories, businesses, and resources that help others to improve their physical, emotional, and financial well-being. So every week you're going to find us with a new episode releasing on Monday, and we hope that you will engage with us and become a part of our wellness community.
Yep, we're presented by Nutmeg Insurance Advisors. I'm your producer, Jason Kruby, our host, Dave McDivitt. Thank you again, Dave, for a marathon podcast episode.
Yeah.
We must have had at least 15 different guests come on this podcast, or more than you've ever had, and your voice is probably really tired.
It's a little tired, yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. This is one of my favorite things, is to talk to people and hear their stories and hear about their businesses. It's there's a lot of possibility out there, a lot of opportunity for people. So we're happy to bring that to all of you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all. Thank you for listening, and please continue to listen. We look forward to hearing from you, and we will see you next time.